Hello there. I welcome you to this very important lecture on respect. And also the next one will be on self-respect. Today, I want to look at this lecture on how to be respected in your society. This lecture is about how to comport yourself such that you are not violated by anybody. It's about how to treat or carry yourself well and be seen and accorded so. How people can see you and be polite to you, love you, carry you and treat you well. This is what I call respect. You deserve it. I want you to follow this lecture. Now, what is respect? Respect is a deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievement. Respect means accepting somebody for who they are or for who he is, and maybe even when they are different from you or you don't even agree with them, you accord them that kind of admiration. Respect in your relationship build feelings and trust, safety and well-being. Respect doesn't have to come naturally. It's something you earn. Something you earn. There are three types of respect. Respect for and between persons is structured along three distinctive lines. One is the human recognition respect. That is the fact that he's a human being. You respect him for that. Two, status recognition respect. That is for that very status, who that person is, what he has attained. You accord him the respect along that line. And the third one is the appraisal respect. The appraisal respect is when you look at the person and you assess him. What has he been able to do? What are his achievements? People accord others that kind of respect. Self-respect is different, and I'm going to lecture on that later. Self-respect is about the respect you show yourself, loving yourself and treating yourself with care. It is the respect you show to yourself that will manifest before others. You like it or not. It is the result of staying true to your values and not being willing to compromise. The more you engage in behaviors consistent with your beliefs and values, the more you feel fulfilled and confident. That is what we call self-respect. In the lecture, following this lecture, we shall look at how to show respect to yourself so that you will not qualify for disrespect from anybody. Things you do that will automatically earn you respect. 1. Be known for something or be an achiever. 2. Be valuable and a contributor. 3. Stop entertaining gossips about other people. 4. Your speech must be laden with wisdom. Number 5, respect time. Number 6, invest in yourself. Make yourself happy. Number 7, surround yourself with positive, supportive people. Number 8, treat people exactly the way they deserve. That is how to show respect to yourself. Now, what are the 5 ways to show respect? When people to accord you respect, or you accord others respect. Be kind, courteous, and grateful. Express it, show it, say thank you when someone does you a favor. Stop having this self-entitlement attitude as if the sun shines and falls on your face alone. Show gratitude by ensuring people know you appreciate what they did to you. Don't take people for granted. They know. Everyone knows when you take them for granted. They might not just speak. Be polite when seeking favor. Use the word please. Please, can you do this for me? Please, can I do this? Please, can this? Use the word please. It shows that you respect the next person there. How about you send people who want to have a favor from you? Maybe you stand by the road and they want to make a query about it and they just come to you. I'm going to number so place. Can you show me that kind of thing? I don't answer such people. But when you say, please, good afternoon, sir. Please, can I do this? Can you show me? Then you know that this is a self-respecting person. Next one, listen to others while they speak. Look at them directly in the eye to elicit or register interest and understanding. Respect differences in beliefs and opinion. Number 5 or number 6, when you speak, watch your language and your tone. Tonality and manners of speaking tell more than the ideas you are trying to convey. Your manners, the technique of presentation, get to people first before the very ideas or message you seek to deliver. Now, how do you cultivate respect? How will people see you and respect you or accord you respect naturally? Number 1, stop looking for who is not looking for you. When someone you have visited twice, thrice, or 4 times has not visited you or called you to appreciate your visit, or perhaps explain why he has not been able to reciprocate the visit, reduce that visit or perhaps stop it. He is probably not interested in the relationship you are trying to cultivate. You keep calling someone on the phone to say hello, send them SMS or WhatsApp messages to the person. You expect him to respond or to acknowledge it. But this person is not doing that. Don't stay in a relationship where you are not appreciated or respected or valued. Walk away neatly without slamming the door, so that if the person has a change of heart and you still cherish that relationship, it can start. Respect yourself. Number 2, ask. Don't beg for anything. Stop begging. Begging is different from asking, depending on the way you do it. Don't forget that the Bible endorses asking. I mean, that's Matthew 7:7. It said, ask. It didn't say beg. Ask, it shall be given unto you. Seek, you will find. Knock, it shall be opened unto you. The Bible did not say beg. Don't forget this. And it shall be given unto you. Asking is a simple inquiry with dignity and purpose, whereas begging is not letting up after getting a no. Begging is going cap in hands, seeking support and favor everywhere, prompting others to see you as a beggar. Something frivolous, begging. Begging, or what some people call panhandling, is imploring others to grant a favor, often a gift of money, always for personal benefits, with little or no expectation of reciprocation. A person doing such is a beggar or a panhandler. Respect yourself. Number 3, stop saying more than is necessary. When you are trying to impress people with words, saying more than is necessary, you easily bore them. It is easy to discover that you are no longer in control of yourself and you are trying to ingratiate yourself to them. Be brief in your discussions with people. Even if you say something banal, something uninteresting, it will look original if you make it very vague or open-ended and space-like. Influential people impress others or they intimidate others by being sharp and short. Evaluate your thoughts before speaking. Ever heard of the idea, that the more or the less is more. It is better to be called to speak rather than raising your hand to speak in a gathering of people. When they call you to speak that, oh, let us hear from Mr. So and so. You have not said anything there. That is respect. Unlike you raising your hand, excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir. No. When your opinion is not sought, keep quiet. Practice active listening. That is how to cultivate respect for yourself. Number 4, when people disrespect you, confront them immediately. Rather than expressing annoyance or irritation at disrespect shown to you, set limits or boundaries to your friendship immediately. If you do not, the disrespect will be repeated, and it will happen repeatedly until it becomes insulting. Setting boundaries shows people how to observe or how you deserve respect. How do you set boundaries? By simply saying, please, don't speak to me that way. Please, I don't like what you've just said. Please, I don't like that statement. Don't talk to me that way next time. Calmly explain what the problem is and how the behavior is affecting you. Don't be afraid to firmly but politely ask them to explain their behavior. When someone messes up around you, tell him, how do you mean? It is not what do you mean. When you use the word what do you mean, it is insulting, but how do you mean? Let them explain themselves. Number 5, don't eat others' food more than they eat yours. This is not just about food. It simply means do to others what you want them to do to you. If you visit people and they offer you food and you eat it with relish, remember that one good turn deserves another. No one does you good and forget it. The nature of man stores it somewhere in a memory bank. And at an appropriate time, like when you misbehave or you act wrongly or you show act of ingratitude, man will also always refer to it. If you requite such acts, it becomes difficult for anyone to see you as a monster of ingratitude, because you do not eat their food alone, they also ate yours. That is what we call self-respect. No matter your relationship with people, learn to give back as little or as much as possible. Number 6, don't go to where you are not invited. And when invited, don't overstay your welcome. Wherever you are, be alive to the fact that people are watching you and making impression about you, just as you too, you are making impression of others. When you are invited out, oblige the invitation if it is not frivolous. Honor the people who invited you, because someday you might also need to invite him. Learn to appreciate and participate. However, don't overstay your welcome and stay aloof, or maybe when you are there, you stay aloof from everyone. They might think you are a proud person. Participate, but don't overstay your welcome. A lecturer told me this. No, a pastor told me this long time ago. He said, anywhere you go and you are served food, he said, eat a little. People are watching you. Eat a little and leave the rest and go away. Maybe perhaps they come to serve you, tell them, give me a little. And that will be okay. Others will go there and take a lot. People are watching you. And when they get home, they start talking about it. Learn how to cultivate respect from people. Number 7, give honor to people. In this part of the world, giving to a celebrant is self-respecting. When women put to bed or people around you lose their loved ones, it is customary in this part of the world to visit them and show them love. Perhaps as your contribution towards the burial or to bless the new baby. That is the custom here, and it makes people respect you. This is not done only in your neighborhood. Let us cultivate this habit in our churches, in our associations, wherever we are. People take note of things like these, and it makes them to respect you. Number 8, except the need is urgent, maybe in an emergency, 2 calls attempt are enough. If the person values you, he will call back. Don't become frivolous or troublous with your calls, such that the next time you call, that person might dishonor it or even block you. 2 calls attempt are enough. If the person values you, he will call you back. If he doesn't call back, it shows you that that person has no value for you at all. Let's be very careful the way we call people all the time. Not everybody. Don't you see some of the people of this high net worth, when they don't even know your number, they don't pick the calls. I am not saying that you don't pick such calls, but this is one of the ways they bring respect to themselves. They will tell you, I don't pick unknown numbers. You call them the first time, second time, third time before they pick. Some of them will even send you text message, please send text. Or they will tell you, call this number. This is my PA's number. Most times it's not as if maybe they are busy, but it's a way of respecting themselves. They don't want to be frivolous around anybody. These are some of the ways they cultivate respect. They make themselves scarce. And that is the next question. That's the next topic. Number 9, be scarce sometimes. Don't make yourself readily available to everyone. Be scarce. Even Jesus Christ had times of walking away from people. They wake up, before they wake in the morning, he's somewhere praying, and they start looking for him. Let there be times when people will be looking for you. Don't be readily available at all times. Don't be common and predictable. What is uncommon is respected. Don't be predictable in all things. It is not self-respecting when people predict that that person will be somewhere. It's just like you are going somewhere and someone will tell them that, oh, that man, oh, I'm sure he is there now. He will be there. Oh, let's get there. You will see. He is at the party. He will be there. And when they get there, you are there. It is not a good thing. It makes you look very cheap and is very dangerous to your security. Only God should be predictable because he has made himself clear. He has made his principles clear. And therefore, everyone respect God for that. Number 10, your phone etiquette matter. Don't be caught on the phone as too available. I had this one from one of my mentors. He told me, a man of high net worth there. He said, Bola, when someone sends a message to you and immediately it is read, or immediately it is responded to, or they call your number and immediately, or at the first ring you pick it, the impression people have is that you are always available on phone, that 247 you are on phone. To such an extent that people will say, call him, he will pick it immediately, he will pick it. Don't be too predictable. If you are not expecting any favor from any caller, let your phone ring for a time before picking it, or let it ring out. And if that very person needs you, let him call you again. I found this thought very curious, but it is a fact of life. I noticed these among high net worth people that I hover around. Number 11, dress the way you should be addressed. Your wardrobe is always about the first impression. Your dressing speaks long before you do. Whether you say a word or not, what you are wearing is speaking. What you wear and how you wear it says so much about you. You cannot have a second time to create the first impression. In this part of the world where we attend parties all the time, There are stories of responsible men who have been roughly addressed or asked to vacate a seat, or being roughly, people tag them, please, can you help us pack this chair? Can you help us pack this plate? There was a story, this happened right in my presence, a story of a high net worth person who attended a party in just a t-shirt and he sat down somewhere. And then people came and then he wanted to go to the high table. People came there and warned him that, look, please don't sit down there. Don't sit down there. And please go away. And he was like, why are you talking to me this way? It was much later people came, the usher started pushing him, and it was much later people came and told him that, no, that man, this is the man, this is the man. And they said, oh, sorry, we didn't know. Why? The ushers are not guilty because the way he dressed to that party was very, very poor. Dress well to be respected. Pay attention to self-care. Respect yourself. Number 12, stop belittling yourself. One of the main challenges with men who get disrespected is that they compare themselves to others and have low self-esteem, like the 12 who were sent out to spy the land. They see themselves as grasshoppers in their own eyes, and they believe that is how they are in the eyes of the people there. They are defeated by life. They fear making impressions. They don't take the front seat anywhere they go. They believe good things are not for them. They think they don't belong to the first 11 anywhere. They sit at the back where they will never be seen. No, stop belittling yourself. Just as you have challenges, others too have. Despite your challenges, God has not finished with you. See yourself with your potentials, not with your current status. Use positive self-affirmation to build your self-esteem. Dwell on your positive qualities and not on the challenges facing you in life. I believe you have gained something this morning. May the Lord be with you. Next week, I am going to look at how to cultivate self-respect, how to respect yourself so that others will respect you. Thank you so much. May the Lord be with you. Bye.